Hello, everybody. This is Pranav, a content creator, and as you know me, that I've been collaborating with people around the area of NCR, and I always bring fruitful insights for you. Today, joining with me is Urja, the founder of Beacon Classes. Beacon Classes, if I'll explain you, is a platform where NEET and IIT JEE students find their extraordinary dreams come true. So, yes, Urja, as I welcome you to the podcast, I would like to ask you to give a short introduction
Right.
of how you have evolved from the ordinary life and founded the very popular Beacon Classes.
Hi, this is Urja Chandravanshi, and I teach chemistry here at Beacon Classes.
Alright.
So, Beacon Classes was founded in 2013 by Mr. M.K. Singh actually, and he teaches physics there.
Alright.
He has been in the teaching industry for 25 years now,
Oh.
and the idea behind finding Beacon Classes was providing quality education to students with a small batch.
Small. Like if we talk about the batch size, there are many coaching centers that has huge batches. I've seen students coming out like a whole crowd. So at Beacon Classes, what is the batch size that we are offering to the student?
So batch size at most is from 10 to 15 students.
Alright.
We want to make sure that students are able to understand concepts. There should be a look of satisfaction in student faces.
Because this subjects that you are teaching, I think individual attention is very much required in such things, right?
Absolutely.
So like the students who are coming to Beacon Classes, they have this privilege to get individual attention.
Absolutely. Because subjects like physics, chemistry, maths and bio, there's a huge knowledge gap when students come from 10th grade to 11th grade. So to bridge that gap, an individual attention is a must. It's critical, especially for students preparing for these entrance exams.
All right. So while I was studying about Beacon Classes and I was preparing myself to interview you, I have prepared a set of questions that I'm going to ask you today.
Right.
We started from the introduction of Beacon Classes. Next question that I'm going to ask you is that today there are countless coaching centers. What truly, apart from the batch sizes, what truly sets Beacon Classes different and apart from the rest of it?
Right. So I wouldn't say that big coaching centers have anything faulty. Like the teachers are not faulty. They are excellent teachers there. The modules that they provide is great. But if a teacher has to 10 to 50 to 60 students at a minimum, it's difficult for them to understand whether or not a student is understanding everything. Their main focus is making sure that the syllabus is completed in a stipulated time. Then secondly, I believe batch size is something very critical. That's like our USP because it makes and breaks a student's motivation towards a particular subject. If they're able to understand, okay, this is how a particular question was supposed to be done and I was, going crazy about how to go about it, then I think that also motivates the students to do a self-study, which is very crucial.
Yes. So do you believe that these 15 students that you are teaching every day, do you believe that they all can be toppers? Like there's a race that we are following, right? I am the best, I am not the best, I am below average, या फिर मुझे और अच्छा करना चाहिए. Do you really believe कि ये 15 बच्चे, everybody can top the class?
Yes, I would say not everybody can be a topper. Topping is something जो कि काफी factors पे depend करता है, right? हमारा टॉप करने से ज्यादा फोकस होना चाहिए that we are doing our best on every single day. Are we showing up? Are we being consistent? Because the hardest issue is sitting and convincing ourselves to study even for that 1 hour when we don't have the motivation. So rather our competition should be with ourselves. Did I do better than yesterday? It isn't just about doing X number of questions. Yes, of course, that is important. But it is also about being consistent. It isn't just a sprint. It is a marathon. It is a game of 2 years if somebody is in 11th grade. So a marathon requires consistency.
All right. Many students feel they are just average. In your experience, how can an ordinary student secure admission in top colleges that are offering high-level courses?
Okay. A lot of us, not just the students, are average. But that should not be a limitation. That should be turned into a greater strength. Consistency beats talents at any time. I'll give you an example of this one student who was in our 2013 to 14 batch, Khushbu Chopra. So she studied in this big brand coaching. The batch size was great. And naturally, she had an issue that her doubts weren't getting cleared. So she left that and started studying with us. later on, she ended up scoring 95%, clear her JEE Mains exam, and now she's settled in California.
California.
Yeah.
Nice.
Another student, Nishya Joshi, he was coming from Faridabad.
Alright.
He was, Faridabad and Noida, there's a huge distance.
Sure.
Every day he showed up, and consistently for a year, he was actually a part of NEET target batch. So he did that, and now he's in MBBS.
Nice.
Yeah.
So these are the milestones that people have achieved from.
So these were also average students. These weren't, I wouldn't say these were the sharpest minds out there, but they did it consistently over a period of time, and that
So consistency. What did you say?
Consistency beats talent.
All right. So what are the biggest mistakes students make while preparing for board or competitive exams?
I think the biggest mistake would be to thinking that board exams have nothing to do with competitive exams. बोर्ड एग्जाम्स आपको एक लेवल देता है, आपके बेसिक्स क्लियर करता है. जब बेसिक्स फंडामेंटल क्लियर होंगे तभी आप कॉम्पिटिटिव के लिए कर पाओगे. और इसलिए क्योंकि जेईई मेंस की अगर मैं बात करूं, देयर इज नॉट अ लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंस इन the difficulty level of CBSE board and JEE Mains. However, of course, if you don't practice enough for the objective type of questions, thoda sa you will struggle. We make sure that we don't just offer the fish to the students, we teach them how to.
Competitive exams often bring immense pressure on students. So what practical advice would you give to students to manage stress and stay mentally strong?
Stress can be both positive and negative. A negative stress can definitely bring you down. A positive stress can make you want to do better every day. And issue is, and sadly, negative stress takes over when we're sitting for something that has a lot of at stake. Right? We often think that this is a do or die situation. But I often go back to Gita ka ek ye quote ki कर्म करे जा और फल की चिंता मत कर. क्योंकि this is very important. It's important to think, and this is also something Mr. M.K. Singh believes in. अगर आपने अपने honest efforts डाले हैं किसी चीज में और आपको खुद से पता है कि this is the best you could do, then you must not worry about what is to come. And that's what I believe students must carry. They should not feel like the world is ending if some exam goes bad. It's about
strong advice that you can give.
Absolutely.
So how important is consistency, as you said, compared to studying for long hours? Like, what habits do successful students build over time?
Right. I personally don't think that studying for 10 to 12 hours every single day is feasible for a student. That is humanly not possible because एक आपको momentum चाहिए. A student who goes to school and then has to do a self-study, तो आपका school and personal self-studying मिला के should be like 12 hours. In a go, 12 hours for a school-going student can be difficult. So my, again, advice is to do it every day. Do it tired. Do it like even for 1 hour if it is possible.
Right.
Because आपका एक momentum बना रहता है. And that helps. Students who are, again, toppers or students who have been successful, like I talked about Khushbu Chopra, then there is Nishya Joshi, there are many other numerous students. What I've seen in them is they are not losing touch with it. आपके बहुत सारे distractions आते हैं, right? Some festival is coming, family function is there, guests come in, whatnot happens. I believe even in those times, if we manage a study time for a couple of hours, that can be really helpful.
All right. Instead of just focusing on giving total focus to the festivals and gathering.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I believe, like again, I said, long hours isn't the final solution. I want them to do it every day.
That's consistent.
That's consistent.
Right. What role do parents play in students' academic journey, and how they can support without creating unnecessary pressure?
Right. So parents are something that students look up to. Ever since we're born, we want our parents' approval in a lot of things. That can sometimes create an imbalance where parents start to demand that, okay, everything must be done how I say. But I believe it is also important to understand where a student may be coming from. It is important to not compare students with other students because that can make them, very anxious about certain things. And it is very important to always create a curiosity in a student's mind. It shouldn't just be about marks. It should be about rewarding their efforts as well. The efforts must not go in vain. And that's when the student, really feels that, okay, what I'm studying for has some meaning to it. It doesn't just marks. It isn't just chasing some numbers. Students also need to learn discipline, and parents can definitely play a great role in it. A zeal of curiosity and discipline can really, make wonders.
So, with the increasing distractions from social media, especially and technology, how can students maintain focus during preparation? Because we all have phone, and social media is getting more addicting these days. So, what's your advice that can help students while they are preparing for these exams?
Right. See, technology is an integral part, like you said, and there's no going back. We can't just go back to Middle Ages.
Technology.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We are dependent on it, and for right reasons, it has made our lives easy. The idea should be to maintain a time frame, right? Leisure time anyway should be just couple of hours. And even if you have to use social media, you have to make sure that your notifications aren't turned on. You're not constantly distracted by it. There should be a time window. Suppose, okay, I'm going to use it for 10 minutes. I'm just going to say, okay. You can use technology for better stuff as well. Suppose you want to just understand a concept. Biology, for example, requires a lot of diagrams. A good visualization of those concepts can be helpful. And then there's a concept, quantum mechanical model of atom in chemistry, which if you use some videos, is better understood if you are using some videos to understand that stuff.
All right. The last question that I am about to ask you is that what message would you like to give students and parents who are looking for the right guidance for their academic journey?
So I would say that parents and students need to keep one thing in mind. Whenever we're preparing for something, we want the best. Right? We want the best kind of guidance, but you need to just keep one thing in mind, that these big brands or whatever coaching center you're going for, they are not often being very transparent with their results. The results aren't given out batch-wise, right? You need to make sure, especially this is for the parents, that they have to make sure that the student at the end of the day is able to understand. You don't need to chase the flashy stuff. Wherever you go, it isn't just about beacon classes. Wherever you go, are you able to confidently say that, yes, I understood this, and I can, if asked to explain, will be able to do with practice.
All right.
That's what matters at the end of the day.
So, if you're watching our podcast till here, up here, thank you so much for watching the video till here. And yes, if you are a parent or a student who is looking for the right guidance, who is looking for a coaching center that totally focuses on your child and you, if you are the person who is looking for a coaching center, and yes, if you really want to get in touch with Beacon Classes, you can follow the link that is given in the description. That will guide you to our Instagram. And yes, if you will DM us there, you'll get a direct response. And that was Ooja with us. If you'll visit the Beacon Classes, you'll find them there. Thanks for watching and stay connected. Please subscribe to our channel.